Welcome to Brattleboro's Town Matters podcast. This podcast is a whirlwind update on what's happening in Brattleboro town government. I'm your host, Town Manager John Potter, broadcasting from the BCTV studios in Brattleboro, Vermont. Today, we're going to look back at the May 7th Brattleboro Select Board meeting, and then I'll give you a summary of the agenda for the upcoming meeting on Tuesday, May 21st. At the board's May 7th meeting, the board considered a consent agenda with 3 items on it that were all approved: a tobacco license for the Super 8 convenience store, a parade permit for the AIDS Walk fundraiser, and a municipal finance annual questionnaire. Then, under old business, the board moved to appoint John Couleur and Kevin Kennedy to the Southeastern Vermont Community Action, Inc. Board of Directors. That motion passed 5-0. Under new business, the board welcomed Kate O'Connor and Peter Elwell of the Charter Review Commission to update the board on the work of the commission on revisiting the town charter. The select board provided feedback on some of the ideas floated by the commission, but took no votes. Then Adam Grinold and Jen Stromston from the Brattleboro Development Credit Corporation discussed their recent economic update with the board. There was a lively discussion of the economic situation and future for Brattleboro. No action was taken by the board. Then Public Works Director Dan Tyler updated the board on DPW's planned summer work. Given expected paving work by the state next year, a focus this summer for DPW projects will be on sidewalks. Next, there was the first reading of a consumption of alcoholic beverages ordinance change regarding open-air consumption on town sidewalks next to restaurants. No motion was made, but feedback was provided for the second reading, which is expected on May 21st. The final item of the night was the proposed FY25 utility fund budget. The draft budget has a 7% increase expected in expenses, due primarily to things like sludge disposal expenses and liability insurance. The board discussed a possible rate increase of 5%, but took no action on that item. The next Select Board meeting is a regular meeting scheduled for Tuesday, May 21st at 6:15 in the Select Board meeting room at 230 Main Street or on Zoom. The Select Board had scheduled their annual retreat for May 17th and 18th, but that meeting has been rescheduled to Thursday, June 13th. More about that soon. So the preliminary agenda for the May 21st meeting is the following. First, there will be an executive session, and on the regular agenda, there are no items on consent. For old business, the board will do a second reading on that change to the consumption of alcoholic beverages ordinance. For new business, the board will announce committee vacancies, so if anyone is interested in helping out the town and joining a committee, that whole list of vacancies will be discussed at the May 21st meeting. Then the board will consider approval of the FY25 utility fund budget, followed by a first reading of a utility rate ordinance. Next, the board will have a first reading of a vacant building ordinance relating to vacant buildings around town. So if you're interested in that topic, please tune in. And finally, Planning Director Sue Fillion will update the board on the suitability of town-owned properties for housing developments. That is May 21st. Couple of announcements. The town of Brattleboro is holding its first ever committee fair on May 29th. Beginning this summer, the Select Board will be appointing new members to the town's various boards and committees, and this fair is an opportunity for the public to learn how to get involved. The committee fair will be happening on Wednesday, June 29th from 6 to 7 p.m. at Brooks Memorial Library. The Brattleboro Rec and Parks Department and the Planning Department will be hosting a public forum on Thursday, June 20th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at Fuller Park. This is also known as Estyville Common and is located at 98 Esty Street in Brattleboro. If you're interested in the future of this park, please plan to attend. We ask that you bring along a lawn chair. You're welcome to share your ideas on the future of the park and the bandstand that is situated at that location. The Rec and Parks Department has announced the lineup for this year's 4th of July festivities. Check out the Rec and Parks page on the town website, brattleboro.gov, for more information. The town manager's office has been holding several focus group meetings with residents interested in the solid waste program, and these have been going very well. There's been a meeting with a group of RTM members, a group from West Brattleboro, and upcoming are meetings with people from downtown Brattleboro and a group of renters. The feedback from these sessions will be provided to the select board at an upcoming meeting, probably June 18th, when they next consider the solid waste program. Also at that meeting, the board will get results from the solid waste survey that is still available on the town website. So that's what's happening in Brattleboro town government at the select board level. Please reach out to Town Matters at brattleboro.gov if you have any feedback. There's lots of additional information on the website, brattleboro.gov, about what is discussed at the select board meeting, so please check that out for agendas, reports, and backup materials. Thanks for listening. A shout out to both Nate and Christine for letting us know that these podcasts have been helpful. Have a great rest of your spring, Brattleboro.